What's up, everybody? This is A Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening, and today we're going to talk about Moon and Libra. I just got through with the Moon in Scorpio, so be sure to check that out and the other ones before and the other ones to come. So, first, I want to say thank you to everybody that's been tuning into the channel. Really appreciate it. So much support, so much love, and I just want you to know that I'm on it, and I'm going to keep on coming with them. First, let's address the moon. What's the moon? The moon is our emotions. The moon is the way that we feel. Our deepest emotions. It's our shadow self. A lot of people are not going to know your moon from just walking up to you or working with you unless you're close to them. So it really has to be somebody that's close to you in order for you, in order for them to really know your moon sign and your moon nature. Okay, so the moon also has to do with the fourth house. The fourth house is ruled by Cancer. Cancer is water, it's a cardinal sign. Um, but the fourth house has to do with the home, the family, the domestics, your roots, your early upbringing. It also has to do with your mother and the way that she raised you and cared for you, the way she nurtured you, and the way that you perceived her to nurture you. Okay. So Libra is ruled by Venus. So Venus is about love, beauty, arts, and things of that nature. Okay, so let's just jump right into this. Moon and Libra. So Moon and Libra are the type of people that are really people pleasers. Okay, and they really feel most comfortable when they are in a friendship, when they are in a relationship, a partnership. This is where they feel most comfortable at. I had to take a pull of my cigarette. This is where they feel most comfortable at. Okay. So with them, it's really, really hard for them to not be this way. Okay. They really want that kind of connection, that kind of bond. So it's going to be hard for them to, if they are friends with somebody, if they're in a relationship with somebody, it's going to be hard for them to um, pick sides and things like that because they look at things from both perspectives. So you could be saying this, you could be saying that. I don't want to get in between. I just want to stay neutral. Okay, a lot of times staying neutral could be a little messy for other people that's on the outside looking in, you know? So they really need to really look at that because people could perceive that as you being fake and not authentic and not real when it's not that they're not being real and authentic. They just really want to be liked. They just really want to be liked. They want people to really accept them. They're real big on acceptance. You see what I'm saying? So let's talk about the moon and Libra's mother and how she could have been because it all depends on your aspects, your whole birth chart. Okay, please don't forget that. It depends on your whole birth chart how this will play out. But this is in general. So, a Libra in a Libra, a moon and Libra person could have had a mom that was very elegant, very graceful, kept up with her appearance, big on family, big on friendship, big on relationships and those kind of bonds. And she could have taught you the value of relationships, the value of friendships and business partnerships. Um, she could have told you that um, or you got to look this way in order to get this, or you have to be this way in order for that, kind of in a way just schooling you on how to be or how to, present yourself out into the world. So, with that being said, you could have, and you may have, took those things to a whole nother level. You see what I'm saying? So now you going out into the world, this is how you feel like you need to be, and you could have perceived it as you need to be a people pleaser at all costs. So if you're in a relationship, you just look at things from a bright side. You see what I'm saying? You look at things like, I want this to work. I want this to be like this. I want it to be like that. And a lot of times it's not going to be that way. It just may not be that way, you know. But you look at things from that bright side. So you will probably go out and take things into a certain light. Like you just really are big on family. You're big on friendship. You're big on partnership. These things are very important to you. It means a lot to you. Okay, so the problem with that is that a lot of times people can take your kindness for weakness because they see the kindness and that kind-hearted spirit, and they could take it for granted. But sometimes there's people that could just pull on your energy, and you definitely don't want that. You don't want people to pull on your energy. You see what I'm saying? You don't want that. So anybody that gets involved with Moon and Libra person, they really need to know that they're dealing with the type of person that really are there to listen. They're really here to help. They're not as emotional as other signs. Libra is air. Um, Libra is cardinal, so it's full of change. But they are diplomatic, and they do look for partners that are intellectually stimulating to them. You see what I'm saying? So they would not just want somebody that doesn't bring that type of thing to the table. Okay, so back to the mother. The mother could have instilled a lot of things in you that had to do with day to day preparation. So she may have told you, you know, you need to dress like this, you need to get your nails done, keep your hair up, make sure you smell good, make sure, just so when you're going out into the world, you know, you could be accepted. So a big issue for you could be um, feeling like you're not being accepted. So with that, you become a people pleaser, you know, and you really don't have to be a people pleaser, and this is like not throwing shade to anybody, that's Moon and Libra, but you really don't have to be a people person. That's just how you are. If people don't accept you for who you are, then you could just move right along. But with this placement, that's what they are, and they're not confrontational. They're not into the, you know, getting into confrontations. I mean, if there is a confrontation, they will, you know, have to deal with that. But they're really not confrontational. They want to just have things move smoothly, easy flowing. That's what they would rather. Okay. So, Moon in Libra, they love beauty. They love the creative. They love the arts. Okay. Um, they would do very well in fashion designing, home decorating. Um, they could be great lawyers, social workers, and things like that. And they would be great lawyers, especially because, they're great debaters. They could debate you even though they don't want a confrontation. You see what I'm saying? But they look at things from this angle and this angle. So when you're in a relationship with them, um, they could go back and forth a lot of times where if they're in a relationship that's not good for them, but is comfortable to them, or they feel some kind of security and stability in it, they will stay, you see, because they're people pleasers. They will stay because they still feel like they see security and potential in it. Okay. And this is where I said a lot of times people could take advantage of that kind nature. You see what I'm saying? So you really have to just look into that. Okay. Because it's not worth your time. If people are not treating you the way that you feel like you need to be treated, then you need to just leave that alone, period. You see what I'm saying? But it's easier said than done. Okay. But they would really be good at being lawyers, um, because they're good listeners and they look at things from both angles, so they're not judgmental. However, it's really difficult at times for them to come to a decision on how they feel on certain things. Or, they may sit here and say, hey, should I go here and do this? Yeah, I'm going to go. And then they might not come, and that's another thing. They might promise more than what they can deliver, but their intentions is to come or deliver. You see? So, and it goes back to the people pleasing thing. You don't want to say no, so you say yes, and then you can't, and now you have to say no. Okay, so they really just have to figure that out with the indecisiveness and just become a little bit more decisive. But other than that, they're about beauty, they're about love, they're about peace, they're about balance. Libra is balance. The seventh house. The seventh house is about partnership. It's about, sorry, I'm about to say balance. It's about partnership. It's about love. It's about marriage. And it's about secret enemies also. So that's another thing you have to look out for is, you can have people around you and they're not even for you. You see? So you really have to look into everything as a whole. Okay, so partnerships is very important to them. Friendships, very important to them. And they hold this dear to their heart. So they really feel like I need to be paired up. Okay, a lot of people don't feel like they need to be paired up, but they feel like they need to be paired up, and that's just what it is. Okay, so Moon and Libra. Moon and Libra, they are very artistic, um, and they would just be great at judges, even, being judges, anything that has to do with listening and looking at things from both angles. They could be psychologists, a psychiatrist or whatever, you see, because they're good at listening. They're good at looking at things from both angles. So they're not judgmental. They're all about balance. They're the scale. Okay. And I'm not sure if I said this before, but the seventh house is ruled by Libra, because I went into the seventh house and I wasn't sure if I said that. But the seventh house is ruled by Libra. Okay. So those things come into play. So if you're dating a moon in Libra, make sure that um, you give them that companionship that they're looking for, because they do look for compliments, similar to Leo moon. Okay, but the difference is Libra moon is more confident. They don't feel like they have to be accepted in. But Libra moon, they want to be accepted. They want that constant validation, okay, of your acceptance, you know. So that's all I have to say about the moon in Libra for now. In other videos to come, I'm going to go more in depth, more in detail. I'm going to break down the moon in Libra woman, the moon in Libra man, and I'm going to do the same thing for all the other signs. So just stay tuned. So please like, subscribe, hit the bell. As I always say before, and I'm going to say now, me and my husband, we have an online store. So if you need any items, if you need anything, be sure to um, contact us, or you could check the store out yourself. It's grimeygearshopify.com. Also, I cater food, so if you need me to cater an event for you, you can hit me up at Supremeroyalcatering@gmail.com. My husband, he's a handyman. If you need him to do work around the house, around the yard, business, etc., you can hit him up at aronnesbitt90@gmail.com. So I'm going to have everything in the description. If you need that information, you could just click on that. And as I always say, love is love. Peace and blessings to everybody. And I'll see you in the next one.